Hotel, and I can name a few others, or why don't we create our own?
First of all, where are we going to go? Second of all, we're not, and the reason I'm saying that is because, if we were, ideally, if we were to pick up and go to Africa, first of all, the infrastructure is not even there to sustain us getting there. There are people who don't even have Zelle or PayPal or Cash App or the financial infrastructure in Africa. I'm not saying that it cannot be. I am saying that it's almost like there's not even regular power grids there. There's not even, and the reason I know this is because when I was going to move to Africa, in my contract, I had to make sure that I would have a generator. I would have this. I would have that. And so there are certain things that we have become accustomed to that they do not have. There's not a water filtration system there that can sustain. There are people who drink out of the sewer and are okay with. They're not okay with it, but that is their life. So here's what I will tell you. But I'm not opposed to going anywhere. What I am saying is we can't get ourselves together with all the amenities, with all the infrastructures, with all the quote unquote freedoms. We can't get ourselves together here. We're not united, not in the body, not in our spirit. We're not united in our mind. Our neighbors, we're supposed to be able to, love our neighbors as we love our family. But guess what? That is my enemy. We don't support each other. Our families we can't rely on each other. So my thing is that we pick up and go to Africa, and then what? Because first of all, we don't even understand the value of family the way that they value family there. The infrastructure of the family. I'm not saying it don't happen, but I am saying over there, the father does not abandon the wife, and the father doesn't. He makes sure.
Watch out now.
You got single women who are now driving CDL trucks because where's the husband? But the men around here wearing purses. So it's a whole lot more things that is going to come into play. Okay, we're going to pack up and build a country or build an island somewhere. We're going to argue over who's going to be the mayor, the president, the governor, who's going to be the leader. Girl, I'm staying right here, and I'm going to make my life the best that I can make it right here. But what I will tell you.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there doing this word and listening, with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. The U.S. say Shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying. Is going to be sent around, that what you just saw. And, our people have no faith. You so-called Negroes and Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, majority of you, you have no faith. And here it is, you're the chosen people of the Lord, but you worried about things, as if, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, doesn't know that you need these things. Eve's biggest argument was that there is no infrastructure, there is no system in place. Our men, they leave the women, and we don't understand family and this and the third. And she brought that up, to try to throw Jake under the bus, but really no other nation, no other people allow their women to be out and about like Eve is, man. Other nations don't wear fake hair. Don't go to fucking beauty supply salons, and stitch dead hair into their head, So how about that, Eve? All that damn talking you was doing, but what she was saying was how Jake really feels. Jake don't feel like they can make it without Esau. Little do they know that this whole, without you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, this place wouldn't even be, what it is, man. We built this place. We built the infrastructure, okay? The electric grid and, all the things in which, she was naming as if it's just irreplaceable without Esau Edom. You know, little did she know, all right? Jake is the salt of the earth, man. The former of all things, right? That's and that's because Jake views himself as a permanent as a secondary citizen, you know. Naturally, you tell a Jake, you know, hey, you the chosen, you know, people of the creator of heaven, of the heavens and the earth. And they look at it like it's not a big deal. But they'll go out and complain to Esau about being accepted, though. Like Esau is the end all be all, right? This is Psalm 65:15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse until my chosen. For the Lord Yahweh Shemawashah shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. And that's why 2/3 of our people gonna die, man. You know, because they don't want to embrace who they are. They don't want to be better. They don't want to be the ruling class, right? And if you don't want to be, then the Lord is gonna take you out, right? And we ain't going back to Africa, man. We're going back to our land, which is Jerusalem, the land of Israel, right? That's our land. And when we go back, it's gonna be complete. It's gonna be all burned with fire, you know, renewed by it, right? So we ain't gonna have no irrigation system and shit like that. But guess what? It's gonna get built, right? Goddamn simple ass woman, man. You know, spreading the disease of faithlessness, right? Because you got some jakes out there hearing that, yeah, see, man, in Africa, man, we got it good out here. We got it good out here in Babylon, man. Shit. They ain't trying to go nowhere, man. Niggas, y'all's gonna mess it up for us. These the same niggas, man. The same niggas back in Egypt, you know, who Moses got so angry at, man. You know, he went off. You know, because he's the same, out of all the miracles and everything they just seen, they still, is not good enough, man. All right? You can't please a goddamn nigga, man. The Lord, they wouldn't listen to the Lord, man. So what, I don't know why, you know, Nate think and these other guys think that they're going to wake up all our people, even though they know that the prophecy says that they're not going to wake up, you know. This Exodus 14:11, and they said unto Moses, because there are no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Here it is, man. The Lord just completely, subdued our oppressors and foes, right? Brought us through the sea and led us in the wilderness by way of miracles, man. We eat manna, all type of miraculous things happening to us in the wilderness. And the first thing a nigga got to say is, oh, did we come to die in the wilderness? Like, come on, bro. You know? Was in Egypt, we had the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks, and the infrastructure was nice, and we had the movies, and I could go to work, and you know everything. I had my house, and I had an apartment, and you know I had a Mercedes. You know, that's what the light skinned nigga said. I got a Mercedes, man. I ain't going nowhere. That's how Jake think. You know, simple ass Negroes, man. Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? Niggas didn't even want to leave, man. Niggas was mad that they was getting delivered from out of Egypt. That's why this time Yahweh Shemawashah gonna leave y'all ass here, man. You niggas gonna get melted with Egypt, right? And we'll see you on the other side, right? Because you niggas have no faith. Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone that we may serve the Egyptians? And that's what Jake want to do. Jake just want to serve. I just want to eat, man. If Esau just really treated me equal, man, I'd be cool, man. I just want, why can't they just look at us like, you know, we the same as them? And is Israel a homeborn slave, man? A lot of these niggas are, man. You know, all of Israel ain't Israel, right? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. And that's the mindset of our people, man. It's better if we just stay here, you know, continue in our folly, buy chains, make rap music, you know. We'll be cool, man. We ain't got to do all that, man. You know, we ain't got to change, man. The Lord ain't coming to get us, man. You know, these niggas don't believe. It ain't even no point in talking to niggas like that. It's Isaiah 30. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Shemel, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And that's what our people do. They want to cover themselves and counsel themselves with according to Esau's way, according to the ways of America. They want to be Babylonians, man. You know, and they think in their simple, you know, bird brain that, you know, Esau is the way. There is no other way outside of what they experience, man. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. And that, do you think they she once considered, oh, well, you know, the Lord created the heavens and the earth, you know, maybe, you know, he got something better for us, you know? No, they don't even consider that. They don't even consider the Lord in their actions and in their troubles. To strengthen themselves in the strength of Egypt and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what they do. You know, they trust in the shadow of Egypt. Trust in his ways, his doctrines, you know. They trust in oppression, man. They trust in their enemy, you know. Therefore, the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your confusion. Because all these things in which she said that America got that they don't got over there in Africa, they gonna lose. These people are gonna lose everything in which you think. All these amenities that you got, you know, you're gonna lose, and you're gonna lose it quick. Okay. And when you do, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a shock. All right. Because you're going to see that you wasn't far from that horrible state, like, you know, in Africa, that you thought you know, that you was above, you know. It's going to come to you. America's going to be turned into a third world country overnight. And you can see it happening. You know, if you got eyes to see. This Deuteronomy 32:20, and he said, I will hide my face from them, and I will see what their end shall be, for they are a forward generation, children in whom is no faith, right? And our people are faithless, very faithless generation, man, especially this one, man. You know, these the same niggas that was in the wilderness murmuring against Moses. These the same niggas who killed our Lord Yahweh Shai, or who gave our Lord Yahweh Shai to be killed by the Romans, man. You know, same ones who said, let the blood be on our children, you know. Well, that recompense is here, because the Lord is finna bring great judgment on 2/3, man. You know, faithless niggas. And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rikakudash, Wa, Abba, and DTA.